Karl Rove is at the center of an emerging controversy exposing his alleged role in trying to take down Missouri Senate candidate Eric Greitens. Here's One America's Chanel Rion.
Tim Parlatore, attorney for Missouri Senate candidate Eric Greitens, stood before the D.C. District Court Tuesday announcing he had just filed subpoenas to access the phone records of GOP operative Karl Rove and other high-level political operatives. The subpoenas are expected to show Rove's role in manipulating a Senate candidate's ex-wife to commit perjury.
Filing a false affidavit, making false claims, when put up to it by political operatives to try and gain an advantage in a campaign, is wrong. It is a crime. It is something that should be taken care of.
This in response to Eric Greitens' ex-wife, Sheena, filing an affidavit alleging abuse in a new child custody battle. Parlatore showed how Sheena Greitens' newest affidavit directly contradicts her first affidavit. Karl Rove's involvement comes by way of a big donor witness who claims Rove was on a conference call warning donors of Sheena's impending move 2 weeks before she filed. Rove initially denied any involvement, but then appeared to walk back his statement, admitting to Just the News he had in fact been in contact with Greitens' ex-wife.
We know that he was involved. We know that he had prior knowledge. We know that she lied about that in her tweet right after the fact. And so it's something that has to be asked. Now, did he specifically say, why don't you put in this? Did he invent the story himself? If he did, then yes, he should be in jail. If she tells him a story and he says, oh yeah, that's great, put it in there, and he doesn't know, that's a potential defense. But once we're getting into the point of him defending whether what he's done is criminal or not, that's not something where he should be even in that position.
The big question that many viewers will have is why is a operative like Karl Rove getting himself involved in a state like Missouri where he ostensibly really doesn't have any ties? I mean, is this purely ideologically driven, or do you suspect that if you were to look into these text messages, look into these communications, is there going to be something else underneath all of this?
I'm sure I wouldn't. If it is as we suspect, I don't think that he's out there acting by himself. Whether, who he's coordinating with, what the larger, goal is, whether it's to keep Eric out because they don't like his policies individually, whether it's because they're concerned that he's not going to do as well in the general election as their, chosen anointed candidate. I don't know. What I do know is that as a lawyer, it is concerning to me that we are seeing increasingly from both sides of the aisle an increased use of weaponization of the court system, whether the criminal court system and now the family court system, in a way that should never be done for campaigns. But here's another thing. Eric Greitens believes not only is he a victim, his kids are a victim, Sheena is a victim in this case. Because we believe that she has been taken advantage of by these political operatives, put into a position where she is now in jeopardy, that she should never have been put into that position in the first place.
This comes as Greitens celebrated full exoneration from prior allegations when he was governor. Accusations where the accuser admitted before a judge she dreamt her allegations up. The Soros-backed district attorney involved in that case now faces potential disbarment. And the FBI agent she hired to investigate Greitens this month struck a plea deal admitting to 7 felony counts of manufacturing evidence and perjury. That these efforts have failed adds to the suspect nature of Rove's timing and involvement. Chanel Rion, One American News, Washington.